Hi everyone, I'm Martin from Boom Malta. We are here in front of a live casino academy in St. Paul's Bay, very near the sea. And we're here today to visit the school and tell you a bit more about it and what kind of programs they offer. Let's go.
Hola, bienvenidos a todos. My name is Stefania, I'm from Malta and I am teaching here at OLCA school. So a bit about my background, I've been traveling for a long time. I've been in the industry for 10 years. I started as a crew peer in Malta and after that I went to work on the cruise ships. On the cruise ships I met a lot of Latinos actually. I've been all over Latin America also. So it was a very great experience because I interacted with other people. And after 7 years of traveling, I decided to settle back home, and now I'm here teaching at OLCA for more than a year. So our most popular course is for sure the MQF Level 4. It's the most extended course we have. It caters for almost all the games in the casino, which include the blackjack, the baccarat, the roulette, and the various poker games. Normally the students like to go for this course because there's so many games to learn and it gives you just a better opportunity to work in the casinos. Also, the live game presenter is popular, however, the students like to go for the other one because they like to interact with the customers as well. So, during my teaching sessions, I like to adopt different methods. I believe that nobody is learning in the same way. Some people learn better visually, some help themselves more if they look at videos, some learn more if they practice manually. So I like to adopt different techniques. I show videos, I show YouTube clips, I teach them visually. We do stuff manually, of course, because this job is hands-on. So if I see that a student is struggling in an area, I try to change my teaching technique, so I adapt it individually to the person. So of course, the more of a level of English you have is better. So at least if you have a basic level of English, that should do. And my experience, the students who have been here in Malta, just because you're interacting with people who speak the English language, you will be learning even more during your course. If somebody is thinking about doing this course because maybe they're not so fluent in English and they're a little bit scared, don't worry, I speak Spanish too, so I can help you guys. There's always the first step to do. If you can do the first step, everything will come after that. So we have 4 casinos in Malta. That's actually a big amount, even though it's 4, it's a small number, but we're a small island. So they're always hiring, so there's plenty of job opportunities. If you would like to go as a game presenter online, we have a lot of companies online. If you wouldn't like to stay in Malta, although you will have your course here, this qualification will enable you to work all over Europe, so you'll have opportunities inside of Europe, as well as on the cruise ships, like I did myself. So we have some students who ask us the question that, can I work during my studies? We understand that you also need money to sustain yourselves. So we do have students who currently work while they are doing the course. Of course, you would need to have a work permit. So we would make sure that you're doing everything according to the law. However, you can do that. Our courses have different timings. We try to adapt to the students. Of course, we have to generalize. But as much as possible, we help the students so we can do both. So if you're thinking about traveling to Europe, I think Malta, it would be good for you. First of all, we accommodate a lot of international people. We are a very friendly population. We speak good English. Some people also speak Spanish. So I think it would be very easy to integrate. The island is beautiful itself, so I'm sure you wouldn't be bored on your free time. There's a lot of places to visit, although we're very small. And apart from that, I encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and just challenge yourself, because if you don't challenge yourself, you cannot grow. So if you want to take the next step, challenge yourself and maybe get to know a different culture and a different place, I think this would be good for you.
Hello, I'm Raymond, I'm 24 years old, I'm Maltese. And I used to work in the tourism industries, and that's what got me into OLCA here. So before OLCA, I used to study in catering. Like I said before, I love catering from my side, and I did almost like 3 years in the catering industry, in school actually. And then after almost 3 years, I changed the sector. Instead of going to the food and beverage, I went to the gaming sector. So once I took the course, it was around 6 weeks long. It was like everyone knows blackjack game and everyone knows roulette basically, but we know how to play them, we don't know how to deal them, you know, so that was a new challenge for me. So I came here and in 6 weeks I knew how actually to deal the game and understanding the game first thing and foremost, because like you know how to play it but you don't understand the game. And here I got to understand the games and as well how to deal them appropriately. So after I finished the course here, after 6 weeks, it took me around 3 weeks to find a job. It didn't take me that long, to be honest. I had almost like 3 job interviews in total, and I chose the best company for me. I went to that company. I stayed within that company for 4 years. I really enjoyed that company, to be honest with you. It's a really good experience, plus it's a really nice environment to work with within the gaming industry, and I enjoyed it even within the job, you know. From having the qualifications from here, it even helped me to get better positions within the job. After 4 years working with the gaming company as a croupier, I decided to change my job and I went in the customer care section. Thanks to this course, it helped me within the customer care section because it has a customer care module as well. I would recommend the course to everyone. At the end of the day, it's a course that you'll do it. It's not that hard. You know, I manage, so I think you'll manage as well. And at the end of the day, it's an investment in yourself, so it's the best investment you can ever make.
I'm Jim Joseph from India. I'm just 25. I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering and master's in automobile engineering back in India. I just want to change my career from engineering into tourism and gaming. That's why I chose OLCA and came here. The simple reason is that Malta is an English-speaking country in Europe. Since my childhood, I had a dream to come to Europe. That's why I chose Malta. And living here in Malta is quite happier for me because I'm getting all my Indian foods here. OLCA is the only institute in Europe that is providing 2 career paths in just one course. You can choose either land-based or else live studio casinos as you wish. But I chose land-based because I can have an interaction with people. That's why being here as a student, the faster you learn, the faster your teacher teaches you. Taking this as an opportunity, I just like to thank Ms. Stefania who molded me as a croupier. Getting job as a croupier in Malta is neither easy nor tough. If you have the determination to get the job, you will surely get it. If you know many languages, there are a lot of opportunities in Malta to go through as a croupier. I got job in Malta because one of my friends referred me to a casino to attend the interview. The interview was around 1.5 hours. The table test was for 1.5 hours, and according to me, I dealt it good. That's why I got my job. But the work permit process, there is a transparent checklist. If you submit all those documents which are given the checklist, you will be getting the job for sure, I think. I applied for the position as a gaming dealer. I'll deal almost all the games, blackjack, roulette, 3-card poker, 5-card poker, baccarat, everything. What I like in this job most is that you will be getting 20 minutes break for each 40 minutes. So you will be so relaxed, and also there would be no pressure for the next day. If you are dealing in the tables, you can, whenever you are going out of the table, your job is finished, and when you come in, you will start a new thing. As I am from India, the best thing for the international students is that you will be getting 70% of your fees back with the Get Qualified scheme policy. If you find a job in Malta, you can apply with the government, and you can get your 70% of your fee back to you. So it will be so helpful for the students from third countries.
Hi, my name is Sandy Swamhlanga Singgrain. I'm from South Africa and I'm 34 years old. I'm a beauty therapist, so I came to Malta to work. I work in the hotels as a beauty therapist. But when I came here in Malta, I just got the opportunity to work, to just change my career and work in the iGaming industry. Okay, just being enrolled at OLCA, I really love the environment and the patience. I mean, coming from beauty industry, like starting a new career in iGaming, it's quite difficult because it's just not anything. It's not common at all. But then I love the school, I love the teachers, I love the students, because the students come from all different backgrounds. And I chose this career because in South Africa, we got a lot of inland casinos. And I saw the opportunity of which I can venture into online gaming and work on the land as well. And as a beauty therapy, I can travel all over the world and work in the casinos as well as my career. So it's, for me, I just felt like it was a good opportunity to do. My course it's 3 months course. It's not more advanced, but so far I like the general idea of just working with people in the casino and just practicing working with everybody. It's really great. I find it more easy as I really like to work with people. For the classroom, okay, the most difficult is roulette, but as soon as you learn the basics and everything about roulette, everything I think it's easy. But I love the way our teacher, Steph, she's very patient with the students. I mean, she gets us to understand from the bottom until you get the idea of what you're doing. Our class, basically, we don't really have a lot of students for each student to understand, for our teacher to have the basic idea of which standard the other students are. Normally, we around less than 10, not more than that. After I finish my course, probably I'll start working in Malta because I love, as much as I seen iGaming in Malta, there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, apart from getting a gym membership, which is great. But other than that, just Malta is more diverse, a lot of people from different kinds of the world, not just Europe. So I'm enjoying the environment, the weather, the sea, everything. It's lovely. It's a great opportunity as in Malta there are a lot of companies which are in Malta for iGaming industry. So as much as you finish the course, I mean, there are a lot of opportunities for getting a job, and the most important is our school helps us to get employed. So as long as you finish the course, 100% you get the job.
A long time I was working as a waitress. In Serbia, in Montenegro, I was working also as a waitress in the cruise ship for 2 years. And I was thinking that I can change my career there, but unfortunately it was not possible. And I came back here in Malta because I was here before from 2013 to 2016. So, like I said, last year I came back again here. My current job, also when I came back here in Malta, I was working as a waitress and studying at the same time. I mean, fitting the time was a bit hard, but when you really want something so much, everything is possible. Yes, first of all, for OLCA I found out through a website. Always I wanted to be the croupier and the dealer. And back home in Serbia we don't have that academy, so that's why it was one of the reasons I came back here again. Here in OLCA, I mean, all academy team, like I said one more time, it's amazing. I didn't expect that I'm gonna have amazing teacher like Stefania Camilleri. And also, when you come here, you feel that positive energy here. I couldn't even wait every time to come back here and to learn more. And what you can learn here, it's a lot of games, basically roulette, blackjack, three-card poker, Texas Hold'em, Ultimate Hold'em, Baccarat. The most of the people here, it's from Europe. I mean, there is people from Italy, from Serbia, from Asia, there are people from India. And like the girl first, she was from the South Africa. When I was finishing academy, I was thinking when and which job I'm gonna find, how I'm gonna find the job. I was thinking if it's gonna be fast or no. With help of academy and the academy team, it went very well. I found the job in about a couple of days. I'm gonna start to work in Oracle Casino, which is make me very happy. The casino industry, it's a lot of iGaming companies and also companies for live casino, which is, there are a few of them. One of them is Thomas Group, which I'm employed with now. And there is few casinos, I mean the 3 large casinos here in Malta. And they're always, even with this pandemic thing, they were busy in casino. There is always a job. Okay, like you know, the Malta is a very popular place, especially in Europe. There is a lot of tourists. Unfortunately, not this season, but next season I hope everything is gonna go very well. So you can work when you finish the OLCA, when you finish academy, you're gonna get help from academy team, from Neil, from Daniel, from Stefania. They're very good. They're gonna help you a lot. Even anytime when you need to call, when you need some question or something, some advice about the job, that they can help you to find the job like they helped to me, they will do it. And you can work in any casino here in Malta. One gentleman actually came here. I had a small test table here. After that, they called me in casino to have the test table, and of course I got the job. And also that can be opportunity for you too. In Europe, as you know, Malta is like a small city in Europe. For example, it's like Rome, that size. But can you imagine how many cities, big cities in Europe we have, how many casinos we have?